Code, Shane Sievers.
Madam Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters, my family. I have a confession to make. I just finished my speech on the way here today. It can be nerve-wracking to type out a 7-minute speech on your smartphone while you're driving. It's like just when I got into the creative flow, all these people honking at me. Learn to drive! Usually, I might cave under that pressure and that tension. Fortunately, I had 2 drinks this morning. I'm kidding, I don't drink and drive. Not since they legalized marijuana, am I right? Of course, these are jokes. What's serious is the responsibility we take on when we get behind the wheel of an automobile. Our life choices get put under the magnifying glass, which is why it's important that you respect the rules of the road. When I was 17, I was in an accident that would change lives. It was a cool summer night. I just left the pool hall with some high school friends, Picaro and John. We were just out goofing off, having fun. We were being teenagers, living in the moment. That night, I was traveling northbound on Alpine Avenue at about 45 miles an hour, just under the speed limit. As we approached Yorkland Drive, I remember seeing to the right a light tan car approaching the intersection, but I knew I'd right away because after 10 o'clock, she has a 2-way stop, blinking red. So I remember looking up and seeing the blinking yellow light piercing the night like a heartbeat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And bang! A flash of light and silence. And when I came to a moment later, I looked down to see the steering wheel wrapped around my chest, hands clenched at 10 and 2. I left marks on my palm prints, and I had a small burn across my neck from where the seatbelt scarred me. I looked to my right to see Ricard. His face was pressed against the glass. He was stiff as a board. Blood coming from his face. He would later receive a traumatic brain injury that caused the loss of vision in an eye. And as I looked in the rearview mirror, I saw John clenching his nose in the back seat. Blood trickling from it. He was broke. A few seconds later, I got out of the vehicle, and what felt like seconds turned to minutes. And before I knew it, there was EMS, fire trucks. Somehow my family was even there, encouraging me to get onto the ambulance. What had happened? We were just goofing off being teenagers. We were having fun. We were living in the moment. The other driver, she was younger. She ran the red. She didn't respect the rules of the road. That was a pretty serious moment, but I'm not going to leave it there. What are the rules of the road? In my perspective, they consist of at least 3 things. Obey the laws, control your emotions, and eliminate distractions. Of course, there's the obvious laws, right? You don't drink and drive. You obey the traffic signals. Wear your seatbelt. One that really gets me is people that don't use their turn signal. It's a law. You want to pass somebody? Use your turn signal. You want to change directions in an intersection? Use your turn signal. It's the body language of our car. It's how we communicate to other drivers. If you approach a 4-way stop with the intention to turn and you don't use your blinker, you might as well fly through the intersection with your fingers in the air saying, F the world! Because you have no respect for other drivers. Obey traffic laws. When was the last time somebody cut you off? Last week? Yesterday? This morning on your way here? Did you take it personally? Did you think, oh, that guy's out to get me. I'm going to show him. When you take it personally, you begin to make emotional decisions. They take over. That part of your brain, the amygdala, starts producing chemical reactions, and you go into a fight or flight state. Your heart starts pumping quicker, your Your stomach gets that churning feeling, your eyes dilate. You're in a fight or flight state. You were driving 70 miles an hour on the highway. Should you be in a fight or flight state? Road rage is very serious. The best thing that can come out of it is a little embarrassment. The worst, you put lives in danger. There are people all around you. There's families all around you. Control your emotions. When you talk about distracted driving, of course there's the phones. Put them down. Take the earbuds out. Maybe you wait to read yesterday's mail until you get to a safer place. I think you've seen this before. What really gets me is when people leave their house for the morning commute with an open bowl of cereal. When are you going to have time to eat that? Those fruity pebbles can wait, or you just skip them that day. Leave the kitchenware at home. Lives are at stake. The American Automobile Association says that distracted driving is the #1 cause of accidents. Eliminate those distractions. The CDC reports that every day 4 people die in an auto accident. As you leave here today, I ask you to consider your respect for the rules of the road. Are you eliminating distractions? Are you going to let it slide the next time somebody cuts you off? Or are you ripping through intersections with your finger in the air saying, F the world?